What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video here on my channel. We're going to go ahead today and wrap the year up because it is December 21st, so hopefully we'll be able to sneak in a few more ride days this year, but for the most part 2019 is now over. So last year I did like a video just with different clips. I figured this year I might sit here and talk some about it, and then I'll throw in clips of things I talk about. So I got a notebook here, just kind of highlighted some stuff throughout the 2018 year, and thought it'd be something fun for us to just kind of reflect back on. So first off, 2018 didn't start the greatest, actually, because 2017 didn't end the greatest. I got Olszewski, which obviously was great, but then I went out and tore my ACL at Thunder Valley back in November of 2017. So moving into 2018, I was coming in off of a knee injury with my torn ACL as well as some tears in my meniscus. So that was a wonderful way to start the year. I actually was off the first few weeks. It wasn't until January 21st that I came back and rode. The first time it hurt, but it wasn't too bad. The second time, it felt exactly like when I tore the ACL. And even though I came back, it hurt. It hurt a lot. So then I ended up taking off more time to let the knee heal because that had only been like a month out of surgery. It was like 4 or 5 weeks. I didn't get the ACL reconstructed, so I have no ACL in my left knee to this day. But currently, I have an ACL, but it's torn, so I may as well not even have one. Completely torn. So I came back on March 3rd. That's when I rode again. So that was really the comeback, because after that is when I actually started getting more into it and riding every weekend again. But yeah, January 21st I went out for one ride and it was not happening. So then just the usual riding, and then April 17th I raced Thunder Valley, which was the first race on Olszewski, and it didn't go great. There was so the lowlights. We'll start with the lowlights in the first 450B moto. Terrible start because that happens a lot to me. And then first lap I crashed jumping up the uphill at Thunder, then taking that right hand corner, just a tip over. But I got up probably in last place, and I'm pretty sure I finished in last place. I definitely got up in last place, and then I think I finished last place. I wasn't able to fight my way up. Then I also raced 25 plus BC. First moto, my contacts were bugging me, which was a real shame, which kind of led to the RX adapters in the future, but we'll get into that probably. But regardless, contacts were messing with me. I couldn't really put in the ride that I wanted to. Oh God, I'm riding blind. And I just kind of sat there. I don't know, I got a third or fourth or something like that. Yeah, fourth. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the guy in the KTM totally killed me. Ashcroft on the Kawasaki, Will, my buddy who I'm always battling with on the Yamaha, and then me, I'm pretty sure. I should have been able to get those guys and finish second, but regardless, not a good one. And then let's skip ahead to the final moto of the day, 25 plus BC, Moto 2. First lap, I got a alright start, and I was trying to battle. I was actually up there with some of the A riders because they let us all go on the first gate, and I went to jump down the downhill at Thunder Valley, and I slid off the takeoff and landed sideways. Luckily, I low-sided rather than sticking and high-siding. That would have been a terrible crash. Still a pretty bad crash. I got off scot-free with no injuries. Luckily, I don't know how that happened, but so then I just kind of rode the rest. At least I did ride the rest of the moto, but I rode around in last place and just took that. But the highlight of the day, Moto 2 in 450B, I finished, I think, 6th place, which it was a stat class. There are fast kids in 450B, and I was ecstatic with that ride. That ride might be one of the best of my career. I say that very loosely, but even though I didn't win or anything, I battled, I passed some people, and I held on till the end, and it was a fast race. Not a fast race. We were all running fast though. There was no time to relax. It was go, go, go that whole moto. I'll have a annotation. You don't do annotations these days. I think I can link to a video. It'll be the full moto of that one, and that was a really good moto. So go check it out. Tell me what you thought if you missed it.
There you go, Daniel. Get after him. You're doing really good. Really good. Oh yeah, that's the Daniel we're used to seeing. Oh, wow. Wow, that was cool.
Okay, so then April 30th, I went to Pawnee Cycle for the first time up in Sterling, Colorado. So I'd heard about that track before, and they had a ride day. I believe it was Sun Enterprises. So my dad came up and we made the 2-hour trek, which isn't even that much of a trek anymore, I feel like, but we did make it up to Sterling, so that was a lot of fun to finally ride that track and of course bring some new content to you guys. That is a track I'd like to ride again in the future. However, they don't prep, like Thunder Valley, Aztec, the main tracks I ride, IMI and stuff. They prep every weekend. Pawnee does not, so it's kind of hard for me to justify a 2-hour drive to go ride a dry, hard-packed track. I think you guys can probably understand that, but if they have another ride day or there's an upcoming prep day, I would love to get back out to Pawnee and ride there again because it was a really fun track, and it's cool because you meet different people. Like, there were 2 Coltons I met there, Alex I met there, whatever, but you always meet different people. Like, going that far away from Denver, there's a different group of people who watch my videos that I haven't met before, so it's always fun to mix it up and ride with those guys. So hopefully that opportunity comes up again. June 10th, I raced the Pikes Peak Supercross. It wasn't a very good track layout this year, last year, whatever, depends when you're watching this, but I did race 25 plus on the 450 and then 125 BC on the 125, but the highlight of it was I had really good starts. I was jumping the triple on the 450, which I believe I was the only one to be doing it in 25 plus.
Nice.
Great starts though. All four races I had really good starts.
Nice start. Whoa, big crash. Nice start again, Daniel. Excellent.
The 125 class, those kids are fast, and Ryan and Caleb, gosh, why am I brain farting his name? I feel really bad. I can picture his face, but I can't think of his name. Anyway, his dad's Aaron. They both passed me in 125, but fast kids, so I can accept that. And then Aaron Rogers beat me in the 25 plus class, but still held my own, did all right, and it was a fun race. I love the Pikes Peak Supercross. I'll definitely be hitting that again whenever it comes up this year. 2019, obviously. June 24th, I got my Lit Pro, which you guys know I've been loving to use. A lot of fun to get all that data and overlay it with my videos. I think it adds a little something to the videos, so I hope you guys have been enjoying that. However, right after I got my Lit Pro, July 7th is when I broke my collarbone out at IMI, riding with Evan, got into his rear tire, and then pretty much shoulder checked the bank wall there, so...
Oh, my head. That hurt.
Alright, so just talked to the doctor, and definitely broke up here, and then I have some pain over here because like the AC joint, the bone is like separated from, just it pulled away because of the break, but the break is like all the way through, all the way across, it looks like, up here. And yeah, she said you did a number on it, so that's exciting. So that was a shame. First time I've ever broke my collarbone, and yeah, I mean, luckily I didn't have to have surgery on it, so we were able to just let it heal naturally. Actually, when I went in recently to the doctor, they said the healing of it doesn't look great. I guess there's like a gap in it, but it could just be scar tissue, whatever. It feels pretty good though. But that was definitely a low light of the year, was the broken collarbones. So of course that took me out for a while. But during that downtime, with the help of Kogler Industries, which of course is on my bike, where is it, like right there-ish? You probably can't see it in the dark, but my buddy Evan Kogler, he helped me out a lot, and I got the Yoshimura for my bike. Gingersnap Racing, Donald, he sent me some pull rods for the bike, which is the linkage for the rear suspension, because he had a friend who was selling them cheap, so he got those for me. I got the Warp 9 gold rims and, of course, new tires at the same time. And, of course, different components of the bike, just bling pieces and stuff like that. The skid guard, I mean, like the clutch covers and stuff. Not clutch covers, but the engine plugs and stuff like that. And a clutch cover, I did get that too. Moving right along, after the collarbone break, September, I got back on the bike. So, you know, that was, from July to September. So 3 months, because I'm an older guy. Some of you guys may not realize it, but I am 28 years old, so I don't heal as fast as some of you 12 and 14-year-olds. So it takes me a little bit longer, and even longer yet for someone like my old pops. So got back on the bike, though, eventually. So after that, October 21st, we went to Jewel, also known as Watkins, for the first time in over 2 years. And that's where we went with Brandon, and we were hitting that big old tabletop and everything. So that was a lot of fun. Really brought the life back into that track, because last time I went out there, I cased the tabletop, and I wasn't having a good time. And now I want to go back out there. So that adds another track into the rotation that we can start to hit. And I think it's actually closer than Thunder Valley. Thunder's probably a little bit nicer track, but Watkins, Jewel is a fun track, and their prep actually was better than I was expecting. So we'll definitely make it back out there, but it was cool to go out there after not being there for like 2.5 years or something like that. So it was nice to throw that track back in the mix.
Wow.
All right, after that, October 27th is when Daddy DeeO got his 2015 Honda CRF 450, so really excited to ride more with him. He did ride once this year, but we got the new graphics, well, just like the tank graphic and the shroud graphic. FAF did those up for my dad, and he's getting a new seat cover too, but he'll be riding eventually, probably when the weather warms up a bit more, but definitely be putting some time on that bike, and I'm really excited to ride more with him, and I know you guys are excited to see him out there riding. Then October 29th, we went to Sweeney for the first time, Sweeney Cycle Park in Brush, Colorado. So that was another ride day. That was another sun ride day. Went with Brandon and Tony, and Blaze was out there. Pretty much everyone was out there. It was a lot of fun. That track was super sweet. It was again just about as far as Sterling, at just over a 2-hour drive, or maybe it was like an hour 45 to 2 hours. Doesn't matter. Next time they have a ride day, I will 100% be out there. That was a sick track. Rougher than most of the things we get here. Really fun, safe jumps, and it was a really, really good time. So I can't wait to get back out there and ride Brush again. But that was a lot of fun going out there. I'd heard so many things about that track leading into it, and then when I went there, it lived up to every expectation I'd ever heard. So it was cool getting out there for the first time. After that, November 22nd is when I got the Ride Engineering triple clamps and the hydraulic clutch. Just a few more add-ons to the bike, which, you know, just constantly evolving on it. And then December 7th is when I found out that I have 2 herniated discs in my lower neck. So I can't pinpoint that to like a specific crash on my bike or anything. I woke up November 10th and I was just in pain in the back of my shoulder blade, and then it started to move into my tricep and down like underneath my collarbone where it was broken. It's not related. The doctor did clear that part up, but yeah, herniated discs. So like when I look up, it feels like I have a fish hook under my armpit that's just yanking up as hard as you can. Hurts like absolute heck. But December 27th, which is 6 day, it's next Thursday, from when I'm making this, is I'm going to get a cortisone shot in my neck and be doing some PT and stuff. So hopefully just manage those herniated discs. Kind of what I'm hearing is you don't really fix herniated discs, you just deal with them and manage them. So that's a super shame, but such is life. So not a super shame, but sometimes these things happen. So I have some herniated discs. Hopefully I can get them taken care of. They're not going to keep me off the bike or whatever. It's just some pain that I'm going to have to deal with, and hopefully the cortisone shot will help it feel better and everything. But right now it's hurting a fair amount. Not just sitting here, but you know, when I do stuff. So that's just one thing I found out. I had to get x-rays and MRIs and all this to figure it out. So that was fun. And then December 20th, the new graphics on Olszewski, which I have a whole video. Let me go this way, actually. So I'm sure you guys have seen that, but Olszewski looking sweet going into 2019. FAF graphics always taking care of me and keeping me looking good out there. So that wraps up 2018. Of course, I hit other tracks. I hit Aztec a ton. I hit Thunder Valley the most. I hit IMI a few times, and then I broke my collarbone there. But I did go back out there after. Hit Milliken maybe just once. I would like to hit Milliken a bit more in the future, but I'll get to that. So now I have my 2019 YouTube goals. And I say YouTube because, of course, I do work a regular job. I have my own goals at that job I'll be there 2 years come April, so if I can get a raise or a new position and just stuff like that. But this is just my YouTube and motocross goals. So first off, I'd like to race more. I didn't race very much on Olszewski at all. I didn't even hit the winter combats. We went hunting, and then like my arm, and I didn't want to drive to Aztec. I could make a million reasons for you guys, but at the end of the day, I just didn't hit winter combats like I should have. They might have one coming into the new year, which maybe I'll hit. We'll see. But one big goal is just to race more. So we're starting that off actually with the Kicker Arena Cross. You guys have seen I've done 2 in the past, both times on the Cowie. One time was pretty good. The other time, it's even titled like Arena Cross Disappointment. Bad night for me. So I'm going in with a much better attitude. I'm just going to have fun with it, make a fun video for you guys, even if I get dead last, which I don't think would happen. But even if I did, I'm still just going to try and have the best time possible, having some fun and making it entertaining for you guys and not worrying about how I do per se. But that first one is January 5th. So kicking the new year off right with that. And that's in Loveland, Colorado. And then February 2nd, there's one in Denver, Colorado, which is the one I've hit. Not last year because I had the knee issue, but the previous 2 years. So that one will be familiar, just the arena and stuff. But I've never been to the Loveland one, so that should be cool. So starting the year off with those 2 races. And then, like I said, they might have a winter combat early January. And maybe I'll hit that if everything aligns and I can make it happen. So that'd be a lot of fun. The Loveland one I actually already pre-registered for, so I made myself pre-register because I figure I already paid the money for it, which is like $35 a class. It's too late to back out now, so I have to do it. So that's how I'm getting myself to do it. Supercross Futures, I'm going to be doing the Denver round. That is April 14th. I already pre-registered for that one, and I just signed up for the 25 plus class in that one. So that could be interesting because there'll be some really fast guys, but it should just be fun. Again, I'm going to go into it just having fun. I've never even been to Mile High Stadium. I've never been to a Broncos game in that current stadium, whatever it's called. Yeah, it was in Vesco. It doesn't matter. I haven't been to Mile High Stadium, so actually the first time I go to Mile High is going to be for the Supercross on the 13th. And then the very next day I'll be racing in that stadium. So that's all that matters to me is I'm going to be riding my dirt bike in Mile High Stadium. That's giving me goosebumps right now because that's so sick. So again, who knows how the results will go, but obviously I'll be doing a video of it and make it as fun and entertaining as I can for you guys. Then, of course, local races. I'll be doing 25 plus BC on Olszewski. I might do some 450B. The 450B class is crazy fast. You got people like my buddy Bronson who's on a 250 and he whoops my butt on a 450. Just these super, super fast kids who are trying to do like Loretta's in the B class. And like you have your B class, like top tier B class, bottom tier B class. I'm like a mid-pack B class. So I'm not expecting to win any 450B races or anything, but I think it'd be fun to go out there, challenge myself, push myself, and you don't get faster riding with slower riders, so bump myself up to that and ride with them. But if and when I do race, 25 plus will be my focus, and 450B will just be like a filler class, just have some fun with. And then of course the Yamaha, you guys can't even see it. You can kind of see it. I angled the bike so hopefully you could see it a bit, but whatever. I do want to get out on the 125 and race some of the 125 BC classes. Again, I'm a big boy. I've been weighing in about 213 pounds lately, racing against kids who are like, I just remembered his name, Caden. Is that what I said earlier? Anyway, Caden Saladay, he's one of the kids who races the 125 class, and that dude is probably like 110 pounds, and I'm 2 of him trying to ride the same CC bike. So that's just another one just for fun, just to get out there. I know you guys like seeing the 125. Of course, this would be a goal every year. I think everyone can relate to this, but no big injuries. Obviously, we're going to have tip overs, we're going to have crashes, but knock on wood, let's avoid any breaks or tears or dislocations. But obviously you'd always want that. That's part of the risk of riding our dirt bikes, but that would be a goal of mine, is to not have any injuries in 2019. We did so much to the bike in 2018. I don't have any big bike mods planned. The biggest thing I would like to do, but I'm probably not going to do, would be an electric start, because that's like $400 or something. And that's a lot of money that could go towards, race fees, ride days, gas, tires. Like, obviously I'll be getting tires for the bike. That's just a big chunk of change. And I realized the Yoshimura was expensive. The ride engineering, the clutch and everything, it all adds up. But at the same time, again, Kogler Industries was helping me out a lot on that. So I just don't have the funds to get the electric start. And also, it's not like super needed. It'd be very nice, it'd be very convenient, but it's not a necessity for me. So but yeah, besides that, as a possibility, no big bike mods, just tires, grips, oil, obviously, from Frontier, and oil filters, and just maintenance kind of things, obviously. But I don't have anything planned. I'm not going to be switching exhausts or anything, maybe a top end rebuild, but I'm only at like 35 hours, so even that's a ways off. But anyway, I would like to freshen up the 125. I would like to do a top end on that, piston and rings, and then piston and rings, just wanted to pronunciate that a bit better. And I want to paint the frame up. I'm looking at getting some frame guards, because even when you paint the frame, it just rubs off your first ride. Get some frame guards, new tires, just stuff like that. I'm not going to go all out. I'm not going to get like rims and triple clamps and craziness, but just get the bike up to par, so that it's competitive, a bit more fun to ride, and just kind of get it taken care of. One thing, I've been kind of in talks with a new local gear company who's been talking about doing some stuff. So you can see, of course, I have all my gear hanging there. I have like 12 sets or something, but I might be debuting a new gear set or a new gear brand, which I'm really excited about. It's really cool to be kind of involved with that. So fingers crossed. The guy's been saying when the gear comes out, he wants to get me in some of it and do some stuff with it. So I hope that all pans out. I'm very excited for that to happen. And finally, the goal for here on YouTube is I'd like to hit more tracks, whether that's public tracks that I've never been to. Like, there's one up in the mountains in Leadville that I've never been to. I've heard good things. It's just sweet dirt, no big jumps or anything, but it's like a mountain track with beautiful scenery, so I'd love to get up there. Of course, they're closed in the winter because they're under snow right now, but get out there next year. Private tracks, if I have some friends who have private tracks, get out and just ride more tracks, bring more content to you guys, so it's not like, hey, we're at Thunder Valley again. And I love Thunder Valley. I can't tell you guys how much I love Thunder Valley, and I love Aztec, and I ride Aztec for free still, but gotta expand our horizons. And I was even thinking that maybe include like some Kansas tracks or Nebraska tracks, if I know that one's going to be open and my dad wants to make the drive with me, or Brandon wants to head up or something. I'd really like to, and I know some of you are going to be like, come to California and ride, or come to Florida, or come to North Carolina. I would love to, you guys. I'd love to ride all over the country, all over the world, but I know you understand that that's not always possible with funds and time, and I got to work 8 to 5. I actually work 7 to 4, but Monday through Friday I can't just up and leave and go do that stuff. So as much as I'd love to, probably not going to happen. But I might see about hitting some tracks in Kansas and Nebraska again. Just hit some different tracks, and that could also be New Mexico or something. It's kind of hard to go too awfully far away, but if I could hit a track within 4 hours or something, I think that could be doable. I'm not going to go back to Salt Lake, which was an 8-hour drive. That's pushing it a bit much. But if I can get something around the 4-hour mark, some other tracks, I might be up to do that. So that'd be a lot of fun. But it all just boils down to bringing exciting content to you guys and just riding the dirt bike like I love to do. So that's going to wrap this up, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, just kind of a recap of 2018 and a look ahead into some 2019 goals. And I'm really excited to get out there and achieve them for you. And put old Redski on the track and put the Weisinger on the track a bit more and have some fun riding with my dad. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Hit that like button. Thank you for all the support I had in 2018, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys awesome content, interacting with everyone. Follow me on Snapchat at Return of DeeO, on Instagram at DeeO. I'm always open to respond to your comments, respond to direct messages. I love talking to you guys. That's why I do it. And of course, comments on YouTube. But hit me up if you're local. Let's ride together. And guys, really appreciate everything that you guys do for me with watching the videos, hitting the like button, and subscribing and stuff. So I can't say thank you enough. And again, that's why I have the huge YouTube on there, because you guys are really the reasoning behind me sitting in my garage right now recording this, is I'm just doing it for you guys. So I absolutely love it. I can't say thank you enough for that. But thank you guys so much. I can't say thank you enough, but thank you. Until next time, you already know the drill, but take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. Talk to you later.